Welcome to MS Workout's 7-day strength camp. My name is Jeff Gott. I'm the exercise physiologist here at MS Workouts and will be your personal online trainer for the next 7 days. Over the past year, our MS Workouts team has been developing an online video service providing exercises designed by Tina Waring, Director of Physical Therapy at Central Texas Neurology Consultants. Each exercise is performed using a unique, safe, and effective strength training technique developed by our team at Practical Fitness Studios in Austin, Texas. We've partnered with David Lyons, author of Everyday Health and Fitness and founder of MS Fitness Challenge, who is helping educate the MS community about exercise and nutrition. Our team's mission is to be your guide for a healthy and active lifestyle while keeping your symptoms in mind so that you can live a full and empowered life despite your diagnosis. During this strength camp, you will experience what MS Workouts can do for you in just 1 week. By the end of these 7 days, you will see improvements in your walking, balance, strength, and energy levels as long as you perform the exercises that will be presented to you. This boot camp will be your free roadmap to recovering some of the functionality that your body has lost. Throughout the week, we will be going over strength training, nutrition, stretching, and so much more. Whether you're in a wheelchair, you use a walker, are barely mobile, or newly diagnosed, there is an exercise in this strength camp that can help you. It doesn't matter what your fitness level is. We're going to start slowly with just a few exercises, and each day we'll be adding a few more exercises, which will eventually lead to a full body routine. Towards the end of the strength camp, we're going to teach you how to deal with one of the most common symptoms that our clients have, foot drop. Our clients use the exercises on a weekly basis and are seeing improvements in their gait, muscular stability, and control of their ankle and foot. Remember, this strength camp is completely free. All you're going to be needing is your commitment and your effort to focus on your health for these 7 days. The goal is to take control of what you can control. If you can measure something, you can manage it.
Let's go over the Strength Camp 7-day schedule. Each day has something new and important. Some days we'll perform exercise, and others will learn important aspects of growing strength and maintaining a healthy lifestyle. We're going to spend the entire 7 days progressively adding more exercises. On the last day, we'll combine all of your exercise so that you can perform a full body routine like what our clients perform on a weekly basis. But before we start exercising, it's very important that we discuss and understand progression and safety. The ability to measure your progress to prove that you're getting stronger is a hallmark of MS Workouts, and we make it very easy. To measure progress, please make sure you've downloaded the PDF Progress Journal for this strength camp. You'll notice that on the left column are the names of the exercises. Then you'll see a column for time. Each of our exercises will last 1 minute 30 seconds. The goal in each exercise is to perform the movement until you exhaust the targeted muscles. Once you can no longer perform the movement, you'll write down the time that you stopped. If, for example, you perform a heel slide and only get to 15 seconds before you have to stop, then you'll write down 15 seconds in your progress journal next to the exercise name under the first column. 15 seconds is now your reference point. The next time you perform the heel slide, you'll try to beat that 15 seconds. Measuring your progress is crucial and beneficial because it visually demonstrates improvement and gives you a way of setting goals and conquering them. Lastly, let's talk about safety. Here are 6 important safety tips before you start exercising. 1. Keep a cold bottle of water next to you and drink it frequently, preferably between each exercise. 2. Have 1 or more fans blowing directly on you. 3. Turn down your thermostat to 68 degrees or cool. 4. If you have long hair, tie it up off your neck. 5. If you don't feel comfortable exercising alone, then schedule time when a friend or family member can be there with you. And 6, Remove any hazardous objects like tables with sharp corners from your exercise area. Following these measures will help you to keep your body cool, hydrated, and ready for activity. Make sure to focus on having proper form during each exercise. If you need extra time to rest or observe the form, feel free to pause the screen. There's never a need to rush into things. Go at your own pace and always listen to your body.
Welcome back. Now, the last thing I want to talk about before we exercise is the giant clock in the right-hand portion of your screen. Don't see it? Here it is. This is our proprietary clock system, and it will help guide your pace so that you don't move too fast, which is a common response when anyone is exercising at a high intensity level. Unlike traditional exercise, each of our reps is 7 seconds going up and 7 seconds going down. Our bodies have a tendency to want to move faster as we begin to exhaust the muscles. So, by following the 7-second countdown, you're allowing your muscles to get the very best engagement possible, and that is crucial in strength training. So, let me show you a real quick example of how it works. Here is a normal squat. Pretty easy, right? My heart rate didn't increase, I didn't feel a burn in my legs at all. Okay, now, let's take a look at a steady pace squat. You're going to use the steady pace timer to count it down. 7, smooth. 6, 5, slow. Let the muscles lead the movement. Body's going to want to quit. Don't do it though. Pause. Now 7, slow here. 6, 5, 4, breathing. 3, 2, and relax. Wow. Feel the difference? When you go slow, your heart rate starts to elevate. I started to feel a little bit more of a burn in my muscles. You get much more of an engagement out of the movement. And this slow motion exercise, or what we call steady pace, is why MS Workouts is so effective at gaining strength and keeping you safe. Now that you understand progression, proper safety, and the steady pace timer, let's perform 2 exercises that will hopefully wake up and strengthen your legs. Having stronger legs will keep you from falling because you'll have more control over your balance. We want to add stability and dexterity to your body, and that starts with the lower body itself. So let's grab some cold ice water and let's begin. We're going to execute a dynamic heel slide, which is going to actively work our hamstring as well as our thigh. Notice Miss Elizabeth has her shoe off, she has the sock. It's going to create a little bit less resistance to be able to move through the range of motion. I'm going to execute it with the shoe. Let me spit it out. It's just going to give me a little bit more resistance, a little bit tougher for the movement. You can make sure you're noting that in your progress journal so you know what you did during the set. All right, let's go ahead and scoot forward. We are using our left leg, so the right one's going to be bent at 90 degrees. Let's extend our leg all the way to full extension, ankles flexed.
Okay.
We're going 7 seconds each direction. A slow, deliberate movement. When you cannot continue with proper form, don't force it. Just write it down. Live to work another set. Jump back in and finish it with us. Ready to rock and roll?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Yes,
all right. Initiate movement slowly. Bending that knee, bring that heel towards that chair for 3, 2, drag that heel. 1, now transition, head back out. Notice Miss Elizabeth and I paused to the turnaround. We didn't jerk back out. You're keeping it slow and muscle-led. Transition, dragging that heel back in. Now we're working the hamstring as you bring the heel underneath that body to the chair. Pause, back out. Now it's the quadricep as we extend. Squeeze the thigh, actively engage. We're looking to increase, transition, the mobility of our lower left limb. Here we go for 3, 2, bend the knee. 1, now back out, flex that thigh, breathe freely, sit tall, take what you can for 3, 2, 1 to full extension. Now bend that knee, drag that heel. Here we go. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. 2 to full flexion. 1, pause, let it be muscle-led, head back out. If you feel any discomfort during this exercise other than muscle fatigue, disengage, make a notation, head back underneath, and focus on doing it safe and effective. As you come underneath, drag that heel to the chair for 2, 1, back out. Notice we're in the last 30 seconds of the set. looking to fully exhaust the muscles or get to the point where the muscles cannot continue with proper form, back underneath, heading back towards that body, bending that knee, dragging that heel with the chair, and taking what you can for 2. 1, last effort. Let's head back out. Think about sitting tall. Think about squeezing the thighs as you extend for 2, 1, and disengage. Relaxing completely. Yes, ma'am, right? No problem to do that, right? Because that burn. So make a notation in your journal. Make a notation in regards to if you wore a shoe or you didn't, whether you executed the entirety of the set or you didn't, and ways that you can continue to increase the difficulty of the set. We're going to execute a dynamic heel slide with our right leg, a unilateral exercise, which is going to exercise the hamstring and the quadricep. Now, this doesn't have to be pretty. We're going to take our best form, our best effort. I'm going to give you an example. We're going to start with a straight leg all the way out. Notice Miss Elizabeth is executing this without her shoe, with her sock. You can do this on a slick surface to make it easier, on a towel. You can actually do this laying down as well, but we're going to do it seated here today. In a second, Miss Elizabeth isn't going to do it yet. What we're going to both do, I have my shoe still on, which is just going to create resistance, is we're going to start to bring the heel in. You're going to literally bring the heel, try to come all the way to your chair. We'll pause and then head all the way out. We're going to go 7 seconds each direction. When you can't continue with proper form, you know you did it successfully. All right, here we go. Let's initiate movement. Slowly coming in, bending the knee, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Heel comes to that chair, 1. Now transition, head back out. Now we're working the thigh. Try to keep it as smooth as possible as you extend. 2, full extension and pause, straight leg. Now heading back in. Think about bending the knee. Drag the heel towards the chair, giving your best effort. 1 to the turnaround. Now back out. Let's extend, getting some functional ability and movement out of this lower body, specifically right side. 1 to the far turnaround. Now back in. Bending that knee, dragging that heel, trying to bring it all the way into that chair. 1, now back out. Now we're working quadriceps, so we're working thigh and hamstring or back of the leg. Working them both, really getting after this lower body here. Transition, back in. Great job, Miss Elizabeth. Dragging that heel in towards that chair for 2, 1. Now let's transition back out. Quadricep, extending, thinking about going to full extension, trying to stay on pace and tempo. 1 to full extension, now back in. We're in the last 30 seconds of the set. If at this point you are no longer able to continue with proper form because the muscles have given you all they have, we're heading back out, then you would notate that in your journal so it can be measured in regards to what your body is giving us each time. Heading back in, final effort, dragging that heel in, bending that knee, yes ma'am, give it best effort. All right, transition, final effort, heading back away from the chair, squeeze the thigh, extend the knee for 3, 2, full extension, and 1, disengage and relax. Shake that booger out if you need to. Very nice job, Miss Elizabeth. Make any notation you need in that booklet that'll allow you to know what you did this time and how you can increase the difficulty and get more out of it next time. Let's execute a steady pace dynamic hip bridge, isolating our posterior chain, hamstrings, glutes, and spinaea erector. This is great for low back, lumbar health, stability, strength, and tight and tone in that rear end. Let's go ahead and get into position. Miss Becky's going to lay flat. She can hit it with body weight to make sure form gets down on point first. I'm going to slide my resistance band over my left foot. Notice the band is coming to the lateral side of my foot. I'm going to slide the band over the top of my legs, hips, coming across, and I'm going to anchor the band to my opposite foot from the lateral side. We are going to execute this set at a 7-7 tempo. I'm flattening the band as I lay down across my hips, my pelvis. Let's go ahead and elevate the hips into the air, squeeze the rear end, initiate movement down slowly for 7, 6. As you come down, take the rear end towards your heels for 2. At the bottom, don't relax. Slowly head the other direction. Slow on the way up. Don't run off on us and go too quick. As you elevate to the top, 2, 1. Squeeze the rear end, then back the other direction. Notice our knees are flared. We're staying through our heels the entire set. 1 to the bottom. Turn around. Now very slowly back the opposite direction. As you elevate, squeeze your rear end. Flare your knees. Elevate those hips. Feel a burn. Then back the other direction. Even on the lowering, squeeze the rear end. Focus on actively engaging the entire set. Heading back up slowly, no more than 130 to successfully exhaust these muscles. If your hamstrings cramp, all you do is slowly lower the hips down, straighten the leg out, the hamstring will uncramp, note the time, jump back in without resistance, right? Take what you can. That is the goal, fully exhausting these muscles with integrity-based form. Here we go. We're getting ready to head into that exhaust range. Elevate and squeeze, we're there. Slow back down. Focus on pressing evenly through both of these heels the entire set. We want even engagement. Heading back up. Should be feeling a fatigue in the hamstrings, a burn in the rear end. Elevate those hips. Should also be feeling a little bit in the spinae erector or low back. If you feel low back pain, disengage. Don't be stubborn. 1 to the turnaround. Heading back up for the final time. Slow and controlled. Squeezing the rear end. Taking what we can. Elevate to the top. Now slowly coming all the way down to the ground. If you have a resistance band, make sure it's coming off slowly before we disengage. Grabbing that progress journal, go ahead and make notations. Miss Becky, did you execute the entirety of the 130? It looked like it. I would suggest writing in there that you add resistance, add a colored band next time so we can continue to progressively increase the difficulty set and get the most out of it. All right, great job with those 2 exercises. It's okay if you didn't make it into the last 30 seconds of the exercise. The goal isn't to make it to the end. The goal is to fully exhaust your muscles, to get to the point where you can no longer move and then disengage. Over time, as you challenge yourself with the exercise, your muscles will adapt and get stronger, and you will be able to start adding more and more time under tension. You might feel a burning sensation, maybe even a shake, a rattle, and a roll during the exercise. That is normal. It means that you're delivering a meaningful stimulus to your muscles. When your body is working at its greatest capacity, it causes a buildup of lactic acid in the muscle, leading to that burning sensation. Your body prompts the best strength while you're exercising at this high intensity. Remind yourself that. When you start to lose form or you can't continue with the movement anymore, that's when you'll know that you reached the spot, and that's the time to disengage. Note the time and move to the next exercise. You should never feel a sharp pain during or after the exercise. It's going to feel uncomfortable when you're working out, but if you ever feel any sharp pain, dizziness, excessive overheating, or overwhelming fatigue, then you need to stop immediately until those symptoms dissipate. Send us a message about your issue and we can get you dialed in and provide suggestions. Now that day 1 is officially over, don't miss tomorrow's class. We gotta keep this rolling to get the best results. We're going to perform core and upper body exercises tomorrow. If you thought today was great, wait till tomorrow. One of tomorrow's exercises is specifically designed to literally help you transition out of your chair more easily. It will involve use of triceps, deltoids, pectoralis major minor, and your core. Some very important areas of your body. You do not want to miss tomorrow's class. Remember, if you have any questions about today's class and performing the movements, you can message us directly at team@msworkouts.com. We want to talk to you. If you don't have any questions, then send us your results from today's class. We'd love to hear how it went. Get some good sleep tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow.